So I want to circle back to your own leadership style and values. And what strikes me is that you seem to combine this sense of self and ability to stay true to your leadership style. You even have a story of Steve Ballmer telling you it's too late to be different, with, on the other hand, this real belief in a growth mindset. And I think for many of us at the GSB, there's this question of how do you stay true to your own style while still knowing when and how to grow in the right direction. And so how do you think about those two things?
I think the ability to understand yourself is actually, it's a lifetime's journey, right? It's a journey of your lifetime to really unpack who you are and what you're good at, what makes you tick, what are your passions, is something that, what makes you happy, the question that my mother asked me all the time. And in fact, the older I get, the clearer I am in understanding even what she was asking. And then to be able to understand others. That's also another journey of a lifetime, right? Which is you sort of feel like you understand what others are saying, you understand where they're coming from. I think that's really what is going to perhaps help you with both be true to yourself, your identity, what makes you tick, what makes you happy, while knowing that ultimately I think a lot of that satisfaction you get is because of your ability to empathize, the ability, it could be your family, it could be your workplace. That's the other thing that I've come to realize is we can be transactional at work. I'll tell you, there was this gentleman, another GSB grad whom I worked for, Doug Burgum, who's actually the governor of North Dakota nowadays. But there was this time in my mid-30s, he said something to me which just had a profound impact. He said, look, you're going to work, at Microsoft more time than you were going to even spend with your kids. And I said, oh, wow, that's pretty, that sounds pretty harsh. and yet it is true. And his main point was you better think about work having deeper meaning than being transactional. And as I've thought about that, the only way it's not going to be transactional is when you relate to people you work with. That's what you'll remember. The projects you worked on, the technologies will all be passé in time, but the people, what you did, how you behaved, what was I take great pride in these people whom I've mentored or go on to do great things. That's the relationship that I think you seek out while being true to yourself and what makes you happy.